In this video, we're going to focus on accessible design. As you've learned so far in this class, accessible design is a really big focus for HTML coding. We have a lot of our users that could be potentially using screen readers to see our websites, and we want to make it easy for them to also be able to view our sites. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and open a new notepad file and code exactly what you see on my screen. Pause the video till you get your coding done. So now you'll want to go ahead and check the coding and make sure it matches the same coding as you see on my screen. Go ahead, pause the video till you do that. Great, I'm glad you're back. At this point, the first thing we want to do is we want to add a label into our form. This is really similar to when we added labels into our table. What we're going to do is we're going to put it in the first area that needs to be labeled, which would be first name. I'm going to open a caret and put label space 4 equals, and then I'm going to put in quotes first name. So this is telling the screen reader that the label it's regarding right here is for the first name to be entered. And then I'm going to go ahead and close my label after my text. Now you could go and you could do that for last name. Same way. Oh, sorry, that would be label. Now let's save it, and let's go ahead and test our movie. As you can see, we have absolutely no differences on our page. You can't see that. For a little additional practice, go ahead and create the label text for the email and comments. Pause the video till you've done so. So now you want to go ahead and check. We've got the label for comments, and close the label for email, and close that. That's as easy as it is to add labels to your document. Now we can also add a field set and a legend that would give our document a pretty cool look. What it does is it groups items that are similar together, so it's visually pleasing to our users that can see it. It also allows our users using a screen reader to be able to identify the different groups of the form. So we're going to put a legend around first and last name because that would be one group in our form. So before my first name label, I'm going to go ahead and open a caret and type field set because we want to open a field set. Now we're going to create a legend. Just type the word legend. Now we write what our legend is. So I'm going to say it's for name, and I'm going to close my legend. Now I have to close my field set, so after my last name label, I'm going to go down and I'm going to close my field set. I'm going to save it and test my movie. So now you can see around our name we have this label, and it's in a border box where it identifies that this area is for first and last name. This works really well if you want to do an address. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to learn how we can create it where for sure when we tab from one to another, it'll go in the correct order. To do this, it's really quick, easy coding. We just go into our code for our first text box. We put tab index equals 1. We would then copy that code and put tab index equals 2 on our next box. By doing this, we're telling the screen reader how it goes down in order. We're also allowing a user who could not use a mouse, for instance, to be able to hit the tab key and just type the data they need. So 3. So I've got 3. Now if I test it, you can see there's absolutely no change for me, but if I hit my tab key, it goes down in order. It's important we do this in our text boxes and on our comment boxes. This will allow our user to be able to go down in the right order. It might seem like a little thing to someone who visually can see and operate a mouse, but to someone who can't, these are huge items. This allows them to surf the internet without any kind of issues. That's all we'll cover on accessibility. You'll want to move on to the next set of video tutorials.